I've just realized at this point, like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Everything has worked out for me in one way, shape, or form. Okay, whether it was karma punishing me or karma giving me gifts. I've realized that it doesn't matter as long as my intentions are pure and I'm making the conscious effort to build something and move towards something. I am doing my part. I'm putting energy towards it. And it's not that you need to slam more energy into it, okay? And that's something about, like, that I have read here in one of my books, not my personal book, but a book that I've read about the quantum leap strategy, is if you put too much more energy into something, you're going to exert yourself, you're going to exhaust yourself, you're going to be burnt out. So it's super important that you are taking time to readjust and realign yourself and stay true to your path. I try all kinds of different things because, I'm experiencing life. People will tell me, oh, you need to pick a niche. I don't want to pick a niche. Anytime that I have settled in a particular area of my life, I get bored very quickly, and then it becomes a chore, and it's no longer fun for me, right? When I make content, I want to feel natural, I want to feel empowered, I want to feel like I do not have to be in a limitations or in a box of any sort. People have already put me in a box enough times in my life that I am just exhausted and burnt out and being in the normal, average, everyday fucking box, okay? I will never be only one thing. I will never be only what somebody else wants me to be. I cannot do that. I have come to the realization as well that there's nobody in this world that I need to prove anything to but myself. I need to prove to myself that I can be myself. That is actually my main goal, is like, I can stand up for myself. I can talk, publicly. I'm learning to be more in the community. It is not easy because I am such a loner. People drain me. I can feel intentions the moment that I walk into a room of each individual. I can stare them in the eye and I can see exactly what they're, not necessarily word for word what they're thinking, but the intention behind their thoughts, okay? So it doesn't mean that I pick up on their thoughts and I can read your mind. No, I pick up the energy of the intentions of what they're probably processing. And I've also learned that with women too. Like, I intimidate a lot of women, and there's a lot of women that don't like me. And that's why I don't have a lot of chick friends. It's because I realize and I understand that there's secret animosity between women. And so, like, I dress the way that I dress. I post pictures and people think that I'm a pick-me girl, but I really don't respond to a lot of my followers. You can ask a lot of my followers, does she talk to you? Briefly, maybe in a comment. Maybe I will respond to a comment, but 99% of the time, other than 1%, I do not respond to messages, DMs, none of that. And it's because I protect my peace. I prefer to be alone than to be in crowds. It's not that there's something wrong with me or I don't like somebody. I just prefer my solitude and my privacy over the overextended, like, I keep people at arm's length, okay? I was told to do that. I was told when pursuing your life, you're supposed to keep everybody at arm's length, because just because you think that they have a good intention for you when you're talking to them does not mean that they do, because sometimes they're in secret competition with you and they're butting heads with you because they see your potential. Where you may see some of your potential, they see a bigger picture of your potential. And it sometimes infuriates others because they want what you have. And I hear this all the time. I see videos on it all the time, but it's true. It's literally the most truest thing you can ever, like, read or hear or experience, is even the closest people to you end up being in competition with who you are as an individual because they want to feel whatever they see in you. I don't know how else to explain it. This is like the best way of my interpretation of it. So I don't want to burn myself out around people who want to be in competition with me when I'm just trying to figure my own fucking life out. So I seclude and I push people away. And people take that to heart and they get mad and they think that I don't like them and this and that, and it's really none of that. I prefer my space. I prefer my solitude. I prefer to be away from others. And I'm very spiritual. I think differently, and I realize that not everybody is for me, and I am not for everybody. So I don't partake. I don't participate in a lot of situations, and especially when I meet people who do not know how to keep other people's names out of their effing mouth. Okay, if you were too busy talking about Sister Sally Sue down the way, and she's doing this and that and the other, and I don't care what it's about. Like, it could be about her sleeping with somebody else's husband. I don't give a rat's ass. Don't care. Do not care. Those are not the people I want to be around. If you have too much time to talk about somebody else's life, you are not focusing on your own life and your own journey and your own, like, successes. I don't have time for that. I only have time for people who are ready to build life, to build success, to build themselves. Those are the people I help. Those are the people I talk to. Those are the people I consider friends. The people who understand that my life comes first and their life needs to come first. Like, I can't be up your butt every single day trying to figure out what you want to do. If you want to hang out with me, reach out to me. I have reached out. I have been the person that has overextended myself to be that friend, and I had to walk away. I had to pull off the gloves and be like, you know what? If they wanted to be around me, they would try. When I'm the only one making effort, it becomes exhausting. I become burnt out. I don't feel like you're my friend. That's not everybody, right? I have good friends out there. I have people that I talk to on a weekly, sometimes monthly, sometimes yearly basis. It just depends on the person. But I consider them friends because they do not have the expectation of me to be up their butt 24/7. And people, look, I'm in a relationship, yeah, I want that nonstop connection, right? I want that person that wants to be around me, this and that and the other. But when it comes to friendships, I want you to be focusing on your life and then come to me and tell me the successes that are coming your way so I can also explain mine to you. And there should not be any competition. It should just be a mutual, like, oh my god, dude, that is so fucking badass. I'm so proud of you. That is how it should be on that level. It should be on that level with people that actually give a shit about you as an individual. And that's the people you want to be around. You don't want to be around people that are always complaining, oh, my life is falling apart, because you will pick up their energy. You will pick up their problems, their karma, because that's who you associate with. That is why it's so important that you limit the associations with people. Do not call them your friend if they're not your friend. Call them acquaintances. And I've been working on that too, because people will be like, hey, who was that? And I'll be like, a friend. You know, like, and they're not really my friend. So I've been learning to, like, refrain from saying friend as often, more acquaintance. So try to do that as well for yourself. But yeah, I don't know. That's about all I have right now. Yeah, nature's pretty. It's nice to be outside.